a safe assumption.
All right, well,
Anyway.
welcome to Game 3 in the Microsoft Cisco battle, guys. Spawning here in the lower left, or I guess, sorry, the lower middle portion of the map. It's going to be the red player, Vile Echoic, sorry, representing Team Microsoft.
His opponent going to be spawning at the sort of 9:30 o'clock position. It's going to be Janjali. He is in a bit of a pickle for his team. He's going to be representing Cisco, and they're down 0-2, which means Janjali has to win this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders this game. I do not envy him whatsoever, Penguin.
And this is a very pivotal game, even though Microsoft is sort of in that position where they can sort of relax. They have a 2-0 lead. The thing to consider is that Luminescent, who's one of their bigger guns, has already come out. Echoic, who is another one of their big guns, is playing now. So if Echoic loses this game, all of a sudden Cisco doesn't have to deal with two of the best players Microsoft has. And this could well begin a sort of a comeback situation if Janjali is able to upset Echoic in this game.
Well, I know that you and I together have both cast enough big tournament matches to know that reverse hull kills are completely possible. They're always in the books.
Absolutely. And I mean, this is best of 5. It's not like they're in a best of 9 series and they're down 4-0. It's still going to be very difficult to come back for Cisco, but it is not impossible by any stretch of the imagination. And this would be the map to start a comeback on. We're going to be seeing a CC first, rather, coming from Echoic, unsurprisingly on this map. And I would not be surprised to see Janjali go for a relatively early expansion of his own.
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, okay, continue. I was going to say, let's talk about the map for a second, but go on.
The interesting thing about this map is that it actually lends itself to aggression pretty nicely as well. It's easy to take that expansion. It's easy to defend that expansion once you get past a certain point in the game, since it's in your base. But the main ramp is so wide that this map is actually pretty good for early aggression. You can wall it off. It will probably be walled off before any sort of aggression comes. But at the same time, you're forced to put a lot more in the way of buildings down there. And we're going to be seeing 2 Raxes put up there, following up the command center from Echoic. Not surprising.
Yeah, something I want to point out here, and this is why this map is a bit of a tease. It entices you with this in-base expansion, this really safe, easy to get expansion. But then you look at the 3rd, and you look at the 4th, and there's rocks, there's debris, and it's like, well, I guess I'm not getting those anytime soon.
Rifkin, we have a hidden probe at, this is what I would call a very nice position for proxy Stargates.
I don't know that that's necessarily what this is gearing towards. The probe kind of misscouted both bases, and I think just kind of got left over here, tossed to the side like a rag doll. But no, it would be good.
The thing to think about here is that he knows where his opponent is. He hasn't scouted the base, but he knows where Echoic is through process of elimination. So I'm very interested to see if he decides to utilize this. Obviously, he could go for something completely different, but if he does utilize this, this is a very nice position for. This is probably the best position on the map for proxy Stargates.
Yeah, and it sounds silly, but you know what? Void Rays, the new Void Rays are pretty darn good. Now, Marines, of course, you know, the Void Rays are questionable again, so you get a couple Phoenixes. Marines are no problem. But if you're going to have to deal with stuff that's coming out early, like, say, maybe there's a Viking or a Banshee or something crazy, a Void Ray could really shut all that down. So a Stargate there would be pretty cool, but 3 racks seems to be the choice out of Echoic, and Marines coming out by the triples.
Oh, Rifkin, we have a pylon finishing up in that proxy location. Is it gonna be a Stargate? Yes, it is Stargate going down. And the other cool thing about Void Rays now is that while they're not very good against biological units, they don't do the bonus damage to, when they're charged, they don't do any bonus damage to Marines, they do bonus damage to Armored, they do a lot more damage to Armored. The thing to think about is if you get 3 or 4 Void Rays out, you can go in, focus down a command center, and kill it pretty quickly if your opponent doesn't react.
Well, let's not forget, we are very dead set on the Void Rays, but you could also get Oracles out of this Penguin.
That's what I was about to mention, Rifkin.
Yeah, they're very good at dealing with Marines and Workers. More specifically Workers than Marines, of course, but Janjali's got to be very careful, because these Marines are coming across the map, and there's quite a few of them, and I don't really see anything at home to defend with, just a Zealot or 2 that will get kited around.
He does have a Stalker going to be coming on out. This Gateway is going to be finishing up as well. It's not yet done. And you can kite Marines forever with Stalkers, but this is a lot of Marines. It's going to require a lot of good micro on Janjali's side.
He's actually just going to pull probes.
And, I mean, I think this is his only real option. He's going to lose a lot of probes here, but he will be able to force these Marines back. Nice mineral locking to trap the Marines.
Beautiful control by Janjali. And while this is going on, he is getting Oracles out, so once he cleans this up, Suddenly, Echoic's going to find himself in a bit of trouble at home, as there's not that many Marines.
Wow! He only killed 4 workers.
Very nicely done by Janjali.
That's actually really surprising to me. I mean, as you said, the Marine number is now significantly lower, and he's putting a bunker at the front. He expects an attack on his front. He doesn't expect this to be coming up from behind.
Especially because he was in the base. He saw what he thought was all of the tech. There's no Stargate here, so why would he consider that there'd be one coming his way? But we've got
what he saw was he saw additional gateways finishing up. That's what he saw. So he's getting that bunker, he's getting ready, he's getting the factory, and here comes the first Oracle. There's another Oracle finishing up right about now as well.
I'd like for him to wait for that second one, but
we'll see how this works. He doesn't have any static defense at this point. Here comes the second Oracle, and they could clean and gut this mineral line very quickly.
The entire natural is forfeit.
Oh man, this is not good. Echoic reacts pretty quickly, but he is going to lose quite a few of these workers. 6 of them going down already. 7 now down. 8, 9.
Let's not forget that Janjali could pull out with this. He doesn't even have to stay dedicated with this.
Yeah, these are such fast units.
He's actually going to go
to the main.
He's got to try and catch that missile turret before it completes. Nicely done.
This is on 1 Oracle. He will lose this. No, he won't. I said it during the last game, if you kill 5 or 6 workers, it's not really worth it if you lose the Oracle. This has killed 12 units.
And he's got another Oracle waiting.
Oh, here we go.
Before the mission turret completes, so.
Yeah, I want to see him focus down that 1 worker, but nope. 12 workers.
These are threats. These are threats that were left alive, and while he can't get the easy mode kills anymore, he can still snipe off several. And this missile turret in the main was never finished, Penguin.
He doesn't have any energy on the Oracle. He is going to have to leave.
Oh, no. And now the missile turret does complete. It's a little unfortunate, but you know what? The damage was done. I have to say, Janjali probably did about, I don't know, almost 3 times the amount of damage that Echoic did back to him.
Yeah, he pretty much evened the score here. Echoic got the expansion up a little earlier than he did, and we're going to be seeing an all-in coming out of Echoic now. He's adding on 5 more gateways. He's going to be going for a 7-gate push here. Oh, no, one of those is a Robo. So this could be 6 gates, Robo, and a Stargate to produce from. And he's expanding, so this isn't an all-in, my bad.
That's Janjali, not Echoic.
Yes, that's Janjali. I'm sorry.
I was looking around. I was like, "Wait, where's all?" I don't see the signs.
Yes, the Terran player is dropping gateways and a Robo. Here comes a double medevac drop into the natural, though. Is there anything to really ward this off? There is, but it's out of position. He does pull the probes very quickly. The question is going to be if he gets this.
I don't know that he even has enough to really ward this off, though, Penguin. This is a couple zealots and 1 soccer.
Well, they're 1-1. The PO.
Yeah, he's doing some nice stutter stepping, and he can just pick up if this doesn't go his way, because there's no little anti-air.
Infantry are going to go down, Rifkin. Nice force field, but...
Echoic has some beautiful control with those Marines. There was some great stutter stepping, and yeah, now the Natural's going to go down. Little unfortunate, but you know what? Janjali started making a 3rd base, so his bases are covered.
Oracle moving on into the Natural. Oh, is he going to lose it? He loses the Oracle.
Oh dear. And the medevacs all get out. I think he only lost a couple units of that, so Echoic returning that favor that the Oracles had just paid him.
He didn't actually kill any workers. He killed 1 worker, but that Nexus is worth all the workers in the world at this point in the game. Janjali down about 30 supply at this point. He does, of course, have that 3rd base up, so he is still on 2 bases, but his upgrade's really far behind. He's adding on even more gateways at this point. He's going to be going up to a total of 8 gateways.
But look at this army coming across the field, Penguin. I mean, he cleaned up a lot of the Zealots, and those are the tanky, beefy units. A lot of people forget, Zealots are what you need to deal with a huge bioforce of, like, Marauders and such. It's not Stalkers, it's not Sentries.
The other thing to keep in mind at this point, he got a lot of extra gateways, but he doesn't really have the income to support them. Look at this army, and Echoic... Oh, is he going for the 3rd? No, he's not. I don't like this move by Janjali.
He does take out the Guardian Shield immediately, and now Janjali's in a bit of trouble. The force fields are not adding to this at all, and he's actually going to be pushed back into his base, and if Echoic's just going to keep pushing forward with this, a couple Zealots warping in, but I don't think it'll be enough. Nice overcharge on that Nexus, but you know what, Penguin? There's just so many units here, I don't think it's going to matter.
I think you're right, Rifkin. Janjali down to under 40, around 40 supply at this point.
It's just
triple his supply. And here come the Hellions. Oh, God.
Oh,
this is not looking good. He's not focusing fire, so... Oh, here we go, though.
These are like prison convicts, and these are the dogs that are chasing them.
GG is called, and Microsoft, following their 3-1 win last week, if I'm not mistaken, they grab a 3-0 today over Cisco.